Zennias, it's Jen. This is a Jen is Zen episode of Reframing Me. In these short bits, I like to give you something to meditate on or journal about. As we are moving through this month of Zentober, and yes, I'm still saying Zentober, as we move through this journey to inner peace, I'd like you to think about this. Everyone who you think is perfect doesn't think that they're enough. I often talk to you about my struggle with perfectionism. And I do that because not only is it probably the biggest challenge that I personally face with myself, but I also talk about it because I feel like it is such a universal battle for so many of us. Not only are we trying our hardest to be perfect, most of us are feeling like we're always falling just a bit short. And we can always find someone else to look at, someone who we think, wow, she is just nailing it. She is perfect. How is she so perfect? And I'm such a hot mess. But perfect, which really means what? When we look at someone who we think is, quote, perfect, and we do, right? We do it. All of us do it. But if we look at someone who is perfect, what does that even mean? That they have it all? That she manages to keep all of the balls in the air? Or is it more specific? Like she's managing a career and a family, or she always looks put together, like dressed nice, her hair is done. Or is it someone who always seems organized, gets to places on time without seeming like a frazzled lunatic when she arrives? Or is it someone who seems to have a happy marriage and kids who are well mannered and well behaved? Or is it someone who has all of that? This perfection that we are striving for, the people who we look at, who we see as being those hashtag goals, chances are they don't think that they're enough either. For me, realizing this has been one of those game changer statements, those realizations that it's like, I guess that's probably true, but I hadn't thought about it. And I'm sure that at some point, I've looked quote unquote perfect in some way to someone. And I know for 100% sure that I wasn't thinking that I was. I would pretty much guarantee that at that moment, I was probably also thinking that I wasn't enough. Just like the people who I've looked at thinking that they were perfect. Well, chances are they weren't thinking that they were enough either. So, what if we all just accepted that we were enough? The best way for us to get wherever we want to go or to be whoever we want to be, whatever version of us that we want to be, the best way to get there is to meet ourselves wherever we are. We don't need to necessarily be excited about where that is every time. But if we actually want to get anywhere, we need to be okay with and accept where we are, who we are, as we are. To accept that while we may want to be more organized or have a fulfilling career or be a more engaged mother or balance our families and careers better or lose 20 pounds or dress cuter or have a more stylish haircut or whatever it is we're striving for. We are enough as is, even without it. Yes, we may prefer the other. We may strive for the other. We can totally have that as our goal. But what would it be like or feel like to just accept what is, even if we're not super happy with it? Maybe you look at yourself in the mirror and you see someone who has gotten unfit and unhealthy. I need to lose 20 pounds, you think. And you look at someone else and you think, wow, she's perfect. She's so fit and has the perfect body. But you know what? She's probably looking at herself thinking, I'm not enough. She's thinking she gave up her career. She's floundering. She may say, I don't even know who I am or what purpose I serve anymore. So she looks at someone else who has that thriving career and she thinks, wow, she's perfect. And you know what? She may be looking at herself and thinking, I'm not enough. I'm a terrible mother. I travel all the time. I have missed so many of my kids' events. I don't even know who their friends are anymore. And she looks at the mom who is always hosting all of the kids and running the programs at school and doing with it a smile as she knows all of the teachers and the kids and has the school's calendar linked to her family's calendar. She thinks she's perfect. But that mom is thinking, remember when I used to dress cute and wear makeup and be young and beautiful? And now I look at myself and I see a frumpy old mom who looks stupid in anything that I put on that isn't made of Lycra. I have no confidence in my appearance or skill set or really anything outside of being a mom. So, yeah, she thinks she's not enough either. I think you get the idea. We may not love what we see or who we are at this moment, but if we truly want to get anywhere different, be anyone better, or be any other version of us, we need to accept the version we are right here and right now. She is enough. No judgment. Instead of wasting time and energy trying to be anything else, just know that you are enough. And chances are that that perfect person who you're looking at, well, she needs to be told that she's enough too. And only when we can accept that, only when we can meet ourselves where we are, wherever that may be, only then will we ever get anywhere else. Thank you so much for listening. Reach out to me on socials, on Instagram and TikTok. I'm at Reframing Me. And on Facebook, it's Reframing Me. And join the Facebook group, Reframing Me, the podcast community, to connect with other women who are also raising teens and rediscovering themselves. Until next time, be well, communicate, and remember that you are enough.